I got Jason, doesn't say where he's from. He says, congrats on your successful road to undisputed. Now that you've conquered the Emperor, laugh out loud, if you can pick your next 3 opponents in order, who will they be?
Yeah, I can't really say 3 opponents. I could say, 2 that I'll be interested in is Loma. I'm still interested in fighting with Loma and Tank. Them fights.
Loma and Tank. This is Devin Haney's first interview since touching back down in the States and becoming undisputed. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Shout out to Ness and the Boxing Voice, Aaron. Link in the description. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. They had as a live in-studio guest on the Boxing Voice TBV, none other than the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Without further ado, link in the description. Roll the clip.
Laugh out loud. If you can pick your next 3 opponents in order, who will they be?
Yeah, I can't really say 3 opponents. I could say, 2 that I'll be interested in is Loma. I'm still interested in fighting with Loma and Tank. Them fights are the ones that interest me the most. But I'll fight anybody. I'm a true fighter, and I gotta sit down with the team and see what's next.
So since you spoke about the weight, those 3 fights, if it's not those, you're moving up. Like if it's not George rematch, Loma or Tank?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Like I said, because I know that it gotta make sense for them too, and just the fights that I may want can't happen due to them being over there, me being over here, and just the politics and shit that happens in boxing. So I wouldn't say that if those fights don't happen. I just said that at 135, it would be hard for me not to fight George Kambosos and stay at 135 with the belts because he has a rematch clause, and we gotta.
Wow. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So that was Devin Haney, and he's basically saying that he might have to fight George Kambosos again in a rematch, and he has to wait and see. He said in this interview he doesn't know if George Kambosos is going to push for the rematch. It's, he has it written in the contract, so it's really based on whatever Kambosos decides. So very informative stuff. Devin Haney, straight to the point. He says, I can't think of 3 names necessarily of people that I want to fight, but now that I'm undisputed lightweight champion, Loma's on that list. Tank Davis is on that list. So he's keeping it true to his roots. These are guys that he's called out in the past. In fact, for Lomachenko was the name when Devin Haney was the #1 rated guy within the WBC. So it made a whole lot of sense for Lomachenko to fight at that time Devin Haney. But Devin Haney did not get that opportunity because Lomachenko and his team reached out to the WBC to become the franchise champion. So this set Devin Haney back. Now, I'm going to take it a step before that because not everyone's familiar with these things. If you're not, you need to be subscribed to my channel, the #1 stop for all your boxing news, the latest and greatest. In the last 30 days, I looked at my analytics and showed me 50% of the people that watch my content on YouTube for free subscribe. So thank you. The other 50%, that means they did not. Let me know what I can do to earn your subscription. It helps send the message out to a broader audience and gets picked up by the YouTube algorithm when you guys leave a comment, share the video, and subscribe. Those indications are needed to spread the message to a deeper audience. Now, back to Devin Haney. Before the Lomachenko franchise business, which I'll get back to in a second, Devin Haney was a free agent. Everybody knew about him from the days as an amateur. Like he was an amateur standout and people were checking for him. At least I was. I know a lot of people that were, looking forward to Devin turning pro. And they were looking for Devin turning pro and waiting for the moment he did. Now, with that being said, Devin Haney turning pro, he signed with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn had a fighter, and that fighter was Luke Campbell. Devin, if you remember those older interviews, Devin Haney was promised a fight that was for a title, and it was supposed to be Devin Haney versus Luke Campbell, right? Actually, he had already been pro because he had fought in Mexico, and he even fought on a top-ranked undercard, just as a correction. But when he didn't sign to it, the thing is, he fought in Mexico, had all these fights to acclimate to the pro rankings and stuff like that, but he hadn't signed and confirmed to an actual promoter. That's what it was. So when he committed to Eddie Hearn, he was supposed to get that title shot, and he was ranked. Lomachenko and Lomachenko's team pulled the rug from underneath him, and they said Lomachenko has another belt, so let him fight, and they petitioned for the WBC to let Loma instead fight for the vacant belt instead of the #1 rated Devin Haney. So you guys see how the story is starting to manifest. So Devin Haney got screwed out basically in this opportunity and couldn't fight Luke Campbell, who he had a for sure shot with Eddie Hearn to fight. So he couldn't fight Luke Campbell for a title. And Loma fought Luke Campbell, and he beat him, of course. And then Devin Haney stuck without a name. So this whole time, Devin Haney has been insulted for year upon year after year, and people are saying, oh, you email champ and things like that, as if Devin Haney didn't want to fight, right? And we know that's not the case. So then later on, after he beat Luke Campbell, Devin said, oh, all right, I'll fight the WBC champion as the #1 challenger, which is Lomachenko. And then, as I stated, Lomachenko became and petitioned for the franchise champion. So this was another second time where Top Rank, ESPN, and Lomachenko's side duped Devin Haney, and he got jerked out the equation. Now, I'm happy to report Devin Haney is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. And you see it from this picture. And it's so funny because it's just a testament. If you have faith and you keep working at your craft and you believe in karma, good things tend to happen. Devin Haney had to put up with all this BS and 2-time email champion name calling and insults that people were dishing out and rationing out his way. And in the end, he gets the last laugh. Teofimo loses to George Kambosos, gets dropped at home. Devin Haney just beat Kambosos in Australia. So that's more impressive because not only did he fight in Kambosos' neck of the woods where Kambosos had the advantage, but he also pitched a shutout, unlike Teofimo, who lost and lost convincingly. And then the same thing with Lomachenko. Lomachenko lost to Teofimo. So Devin just beat the guy that beat the guy that beat the guy. What do I mean? Devin just beat Kambosos in Australia. Kambosos beat Teofimo in Teofimo's backyard. And then Teofimo had beat Lomachenko and became the champion. And they also, all of them, Lomachenko, as well as Teo and then Kambosos, ESPN kept pushing this fake notion that all these guys were undisputed when they truly weren't, because you had this man on the screen and he had a WBC belt. Now Devin, out of all of them, is the first actual undisputed fighter that has all the belts and no one else can say they have a belt, Kambosos or Teo or Loma, versus when Loma, Teo, and Kambosos had their belts at lightweight. Guess what? You could still say that, hey, you're not the true champion because Devin Haney is. Devin Haney has all the belts. You see it in this picture. So great time for Devin Haney. And it just shows you got to stay true to what you believe in and keep working at it. And now tables turn. You heard him at the beginning. He said he wants to fight Tank. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about Tank because he already told you the politics, and he has an ESPN deal. He's booked for 2-3 fights with ESPN. So I don't really see that fight happening anytime soon. I can see Ryan Garcia and Tank happening soon, but very happy for Devin Haney because he endured all the savagery and the name calling and things from old media. And now the tables turn and Devin Haney's in the driver's seat and he's in the winner's circle and he truly has all the belts. Whereas Kambosos, Teo, and Loma, like I said, they can't say they did. The other thing he announced on the TBV is he's not definitely moving up. We got to wait to see what Kambosos does. I don't really need to see a rematch, but, you know, Kambosos gave him an opportunity. So if it happens, it happens. That's really Kambosos' call. Let me know how I did in this video. Again, spread the message in boxing by subscribing to the channel. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Very proud of Devin. And, you know, he's conducting himself like a grown man. I posted a video earlier. He was jogging back at home in Vegas. Beautiful palm trees, getting out and getting that vitamin D and putting in work, waiting for the next thing. You got to love it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm the best in the business. Y'all know that. I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work.